Chapter 13. A Belated Gift. After Mr. Lee dropped Kevin off at home, life returned to normal almost entirely. Kevin told his parents that he'd fallen down and hit his eye on his own knee, which wasn't a lie, but wasn't the whole truth either. His mother made him put ice on the eye, ignoring his protests that the ice hurt more than the injury itself.
Then there was a brief, unpleasant session about the broken window. It was that bouncy ball, wasn't it? His mom had demanded, and then went on without waiting for an answer. I've told you 1,000,000 times not to throw it inside the house. I just knew something like this would happen sooner or later. Kevin had looked down and said nothing. He had decided to choose the path of deceit deliberately, as Archie would say. Not just because his parents would never believe him, although that was part of it. No, it was mostly because Archie's visit had been special, so special that Kevin thought it was supposed to happen just to him, and no one else was meant to know about it. Except for Mr. Lee, of course. And Kevin was pretty sure that the professor would keep the secret, too. If he starts telling people about it, he'll end up in the loony bin himself. School, homework, hanging out with Jason and his other friends. Over the next few days, the window got fixed, and things were so normal that Kevin found himself wondering if it had really happened, if Archie had been real. The arrow in the museum. Proof if he ever needed it. Plus there were other little things. The black eye, for one. And whenever he took off his baseball cap, he saw that the button on top was sort of mangled and crooked, as if it had been pierced by something sharp. On the following Saturday, Kevin was helping his dad tidy up the living room to get ready for his grandparents' visit. As he stacked the magazines and catalogs on the table into a neat pile, he glanced up at his dad. Now's as good a time as any. Dad? I was wondering, could I was thinking I might like to take archery lessons. His dad turned toward him, holding the sofa pillow he'd picked up off the floor. He stared at Kevin. Are you serious? He said. Kevin had been prepared for a reaction like that. Yeah. I'd like to give it a try. His dad put the pillow on the couch, turned it over, straightened it, picked it up, put it down again. Kevin watched. His dad's face was expressionless. Not a good sign. Geez, it's not like I'm asking for a car or anything like that. It's just archery lessons. What's the big deal? I'll pay for them myself. Out of my allowance. Pause. I mean, after I finish paying for the window. His dad looked up again. What? Oh, it's not that. But I never expected, well, I guess I'm surprised, that's all. Kevin nodded. Yeah, I know. I mean, I know it's not popular or anything, but I was thinking it might be fun. Well, it's funny you should ask. I don't think I ever told you, Dash. Just then a car horn sounded outside. 3 quick toots. Audrey's usual signal that they'd arrived. Kevin and his dad went to the door as his mom came. Out of the kitchen, Ami and Audrey came in, and for a few minutes everything was a confusion of hugs and kisses and greetings, and Ami handing Kevin's mom a plate of homemade dumplings. While Ami took off her coat and boots, Audrey went back out to the car. He returned carrying 2 tall, awkwardly wrapped packages. Hold these for a minute, would you, Kevin? He said. No peeking or poking. Kevin grinned. His belated birthday present. 2 of them. Audrey struggled out of his wraps, then took the packages back from Kevin. Come on in here, ladies, he called. Ami and Kevin's mom hurried back from the kitchen. Everyone sat down in the living room. One for you, Audrey said, handing one of the packages to Kevin. Happy birthday. But don't open it yet. And this one is for your dad. For me? Kevin's dad said as he took the package. What in the world? Kevin's mom said. You have to open them at the same time, Ami said. Okay, Kevin said. Ready, set, go, his dad said, and together they tore off the wrapping paper. Kevin couldn't believe his eyes. He was holding a bow and a quiver of arrows. No way, he whispered. A coincidence?
Wow.
An awfully big one. How big does a coincidence have to be before it's magic? My goodness, his mom said. But she wasn't looking at Kevin's gift. She was looking at his dad's. Kevin looked, too, and saw another bow and quiver. His own bow was brand new, but his dad's had clearly been used before. Is this what I think it is? His dad said. Is it Dash, your old bow? Ami crowed. We found it down in the basement, and we had it cleaned up and rest-strung, and we got you a new quiver and arrows, and now you can teach Kevin how to shoot. Kevin's mouth fell open in disbelief.
He stared at his father.
You know how to do archery? I used to shoot some, his dad said with a shrug, when I was younger. Aji chuckled. You used to shoot? Boy, you can say that again, he said proudly. Kevin, your dad was a youth champion when he was your age. The king of the nerds was an archery champion? You're kidding, Kevin blurted out. How come you never told me? I guess I thought you wouldn't be interested, his dad mumbled. You said it yourself, archery's not exactly a hot sport these days. Kevin didn't say anything for a moment. His dad was right, he probably wouldn't have been interested before. So, did you guess? Aji asked, looking at Kevin. Huh. We thought you'd guessed where your present was, Ami said, when you called to ask about Chumong.
Oh.
Oh, that, Kevin said. No, I didn't know. Honest. Chumong, his dad said. I haven't heard that name in years. He was a big hero of mine.
Oh.
I just remembered the time you dressed up like him for Halloween,
Ami said.
You were so disappointed when none of the neighbors knew who he was. Yeah, I guess I do remember that, Kevin's dad said. He turned to Kevin. Did you know that he was supposed to be the greatest archer who ever lived? Kevin bit his lip, so he wouldn't laugh out loud. Yeah, I think I heard that somewhere, he said. Then he put the bow and quiver down carefully and gave each of his grandparents a hug. Thanks, Aji and Ami. It's awesome, I can't wait to try it out. His dad cleared his throat. Kevin, I should probably warn you. It's not much fun at first. It's going to be a while before you get the hang of it. It's a very precise sport. Kevin nodded. Suddenly, something occurred to him. Like math, he said. It's like math, isn't it? Really exact. His dad raised his eyebrows. I never thought about it like that before, but yes, I guess you could say it has a lot in common with math. I bet when you get it right, when you aim good and let it go just right, and everything, I bet you know for sure it's going to hit the target before it even gets there. A nod from his dad. That's pretty much it, he agreed. The opposite, too. When you let go of a bad shot, you know you're in trouble. Kevin tried to imagine the perfect shot, but he didn't know enough about archery yet. Would it be hard to pull back on the bowstring? Could he keep it steady and pull at the same time? He might not have any talent at all for archery, but he was going to stick with it long enough to find out. Tell Kevin about that 1 year at the regional meet, Aji was saying. 75, wasn't it? Or 74. That was an incredible competition. I don't know, it was a long time ago, Kevin's dad said. He looked a little embarrassed. Seems like ancient history now. I'd like to hear about it, Dad, Kevin said eagerly. Maybe after I have my first lesson?
Okay.
How about later this afternoon? His dad smiled. Kevin grinned back and picked up his bow. How about now?